And welcome to Medieval Dynasty. So I figured it would be a fun game to go ahead and play on the channel. So that's what I'm doing, and I hope you guys like it. And if you do, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more Medieval Dynasty like this. Thank you. Now let's get into it.
I'm gonna do the Oxbow. Might as well. And I'll do solo. Start the game how it's intended, and I'll just pick some guy and we'll just jump into it.
So we start off in this house here, and the first thing that we do is that we basically just run outside and we go and talk to our kidnapper. No, I'm just kidding. We were sick and he took care of us. He found us on the side of the road and he took care of us while we were sick. So basically after that, we're left to our own devices. So this guy's given us a journal and he's given us a list of exercises to do. So that's what we're gonna go do, and then we'll be back.
Come back to him when I finish the exercises. Okay. What are the exercises?
So I take it upon myself to gather some resources and some stone, and I get this little pop-up here telling me how to do it. So I'm like, okay, so I can go ahead and make some stone knives. So I go ahead and gather some more material so I can do that. I gather some sticks.
Oh, I just stole that. I'm sorry.
Gather just a few more sticks and craft a stone knife.
I skinned this chicken. Rooster, whatever.
Then I craft a simple torch and a wooden spear for the exercises. I equip the spear and equip the simple torch, not realizing that it has its own slot. And then I throw a spear at the thing, and it tells me about the inspector mode, which lets me see spears and stuff that I've thrown, or arrows that I've shot.
Oh.
So I start by collecting a ton of resources. Start with sticks. I just gather as many as I can. I go through and I just keep gathering sticks. That's pretty much all I can do at this point. Gather a bunch of stone as well. Just as many resources as I can to go ahead and make as many knives as I can. Try to get some of that experience up. And here we go. Because of that, I learned about technologies. And I unlocked the workshop. I go ahead and drop off this quest I picked up earlier to Derwin, where I made all those knives. And I go ahead and learn about this other quest, and we'll get more back to that later. But now it's time we set on to find and settle our town, but not without gathering a bunch of resources first.
I wonder what's over here.
But after gathering a bunch of resources, I come across this place. And I see all this stuff, and I come across this chest, and it has 74 coin in it, and a nice clay bowl, and some salt, and I take it. And then around the back here, I notice this.
Oh, sticks. I already have sticks.
So I found some rye beer bottles, some mead, a bronze pickaxe, a shovel, a bronze shovel. Inside this large bundle, you can see I hit the jackpot here.
Dude. Is there anything in there?
I find some more in here. 105 coins.
I'll take them.
So I start chopping down some trees. And I head back to my little chest here at the beginning of the game, and I drop off a bunch of stuff.
Oh no.
And then I realize, oh wow, there's no one around to sell some stuff, so I go ahead and sleep till the next day. Alright, rise and shine. So I go out and I collect as many reeds as I can. Take a drink from the river, as you do. And I stumble across this campsite here where I find this bronze knife. I find some more arrows and some salted meat. And I find 4 copper spears here, which I think would fetch me a good price, but they don't, so I end up keeping them.
Found 4 copper spears and a bronze knife.
So I'm thinking that this area looks like a good start of a town, and I think that's what we're going to be doing is, yeah, just down here. I think I'm going to make it off just to the right here. Let's see if it'll fit. There we go. I think I found a spot. Okay, well, enjoy this building montage and let's get into it. And after that, I go ahead and try to make just a little bit more road sections off of the house, just so I have an idea of kind of where I'm building it. And I'm thinking about kind of having like a free, not really like a efficient town, but something that might look nice. I like being out here in these thick woods next to this swamp, next to the river, really. And I think it's just a good spot. So I'm going to keep extending this out a little ways. Yeah, we'll bring it right back towards the front. I feel like that would be good. Perfect. And I go ahead and decide to build this woodshed here and a house next to it. So we're done. There's the woodshed and there's the house for the people who's going to be working here. That works. That's perfect. So I go ahead and I make up some more axes and I throw them in this chest here because I know eventually the workers are going to need some axes. And here I start by making a garden plot next to my house, so I can get a little bit of farming done. So there it is, all grubbed up. I'm going to add some fencing around it. This wattle fence looks nice. And I'll chop down some more trees while I'm at it. Get some more resources. I'm kind of running low. And there we go. This is what it's going to look like. I mean, it's not going to be blue, but this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And here we are. We're gonna go exploring today. We're just gonna go take a little view around and see what our surroundings are around our village. We're up here by the swamp next to this little guy, and I think we're gonna go investigate. And I see these houses over here to the left, so I think, you know what? I'm gonna stop, take a drink, grab some reeds, and let's go see what's in here.
The heat is unbearable.
See a goat here. Probably goat. So I come across this guy, and he's a little bit of a freak. So I just leave him alone, steal some of his stuff, and head out on my own to keep exploring. Come across this shack with a recurve bow and some poison in it. Also with 4 poisoned bronze arrows with 100% condition. I'll be taking that. I went go ahead and spent my skill point for survival and spent one for production. And then I came across another building with some berry wine, a bag with 16%, and a guy with 4 poisoned iron arrows in his chest, holding a copper knife, 22 coins as well, and an iron axe. And then just next to it, there's a chest with a bronze knife, 3 buckets, and 3 straw. So I go ahead and snag all of those up. And then I go ahead and try my hand at hunting, which I'm going to need a little bit more practice here. Yeah, I don't... Oh, see, I do get better over time. But I go and I buy some fertilizer and buy a bunch of fish meat because I think that if I cook it, I can sell it for more. So I try my hand at hunting again on the way home with no success. But I do see some crossbow man, some bandit. He's sitting here trying to get my goodies, so I pull out the recurve bow I found earlier in the shack. Forgot that I have to equip the arrows. I equip the arrows and I turn around and I light his ass up. I take him out. Okay, never mind that first shot. Look at that. No visibility. Boom. Unfortunately, the guy didn't have really anything on him except for some wooden bolts, but I took him anyways and continued on with my journey.
I can't recall.
So after this, I head home and I start fertilizing the field. Start throwing that shit down. And then I go back inside and make me a wooden hoe because all the hoes ain't enough for me. And I start plowing that ground. I unlocked the barn, which is some good news. That's going to give us something else to do. And then I go ahead and throw down the cabbage siege. Now, I'm sorry I did all this at nighttime, guys. I really wanted to get as much done as I can as early as possible because I've already slacked off. I haven't really known what I'm doing. But I went and roasted all that meat from the night before so that we can sell it. But I think that's going to be it for today's episode because we switched over into our second season in autumn. But we got a lot done, guys. We got basically a tiny little town. We just got introduced to the challenges. And I think that's going to be it for today's episode. Oh my gosh. And look at that. We got our cabbages. So please, for the cabbages, like the video and subscribe if you guys want to see more Medieval Dynasty like this. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.